Do 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 do.
Just make it clap. Just make it clap.
Hello, I'm Trixie Mattel, and my first makeup video was doing Trixie makeup using drugstore makeup. And I was so humbled and surprised. You guys were so interested in me using drugstore makeup that the following week I was in the UK and I picked up all UK drugstore makeup because I think UK drugstore makeup is lit. I have never used any of this stuff here. Some of the brands I've tried, I kind of went on Twitter and was like, what's good? Ultimately, you can't tell me. And I'm probably gonna buy something based on packaging. So let's do it. All right, the only thing you can't get in the UK is a decent glue stick. So I'm using my good old Elmer's washable glue stick. I think in the UK they have something called Pritt Stick, and Pritt Stick isn't purple, it dries white. I think my first trip in the UK I needed glue stick and the girls were like, we got Pritt Stick. I was like, oh God. So I'm gonna keep layering this, but we can start with some makeup. What did I buy? This is I Heart Revolution Strawberry Whip Pore Blurring Primer with vitamin C and E. Oh, it smells like strawberries, bitch. I mean, I wouldn't say it's authentic strawberry. This is sort of like Swedish scientist. I created strawberry. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, that did take the shine and the texture away big time. Do you see like right in there? I would ask you guys what smells you like, but I know you guys are ass and you'd be like, I like it to smell like ass. You're not funny. All right, I'm gonna keep layering here. Don't laugh. If y'all are grossed out by the glue stick licking your fake friends, I've used this before. This is the Real Techniques Miracle Face and Body Sponge. You guys, I got a big head. Trixie with the peanut head! Wait a minute. And I love like an oversized sponge. This one gets huge. Can you wet that? So these sponges are made to be wet. We gotta go bigger.
Oh, sorry, okay.
This is why there's a drought in California. All the drag queens are like, and then just wring the shit out of it because we don't want any water in it. Okay, look at this. I mean, this is like head size now. So normally I like to do a liquid foundation first, and then I go with my little sticks and my tricks and my ponies here, but I picked out Revolution Matte Base Pore Blurring Full Coverage Foundation. I guess I'll trust myself that I tested it in store. I don't even remember buying it. Well, not crazy about that, but let's see what happens. You never know, one of these British makeup products could end up in my permanent makeup bag. You really just have to try stuff. So far, not crazy about it. I don't think this is that full of coverage. All right, so I gotta like set my brows. Usually I use like a powder. I think in the American Drugstore video, we used Wet n Wild. We've definitely stepped it up here. We have Revolution Pro Powder Foundation. This to me looks just like Studio Fix powder from MAC. So I'm assuming that this is a full coverage matte powder foundation. Oh. Free monocle, love that. I think this is gonna be okay. It might not be okay. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a cheaper product. Like, do you see all that flying? If you're at the makeup lab and you're making this product and you're all sitting in a cloud, see something, say something, okay? We're gonna do the brows. I don't know. I really don't know. God. I feel like I'm at the mall and someone's doing my makeup and it's not turning out good and I have to pretend I like it. It looks really good. It looks so good. This just isn't very full coverage. I can see eyebrows. I'm not gagging. Are y'all gagging? But I also bought Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation. I'm gonna try to get more coverage using this. And we're getting it. All right. In the words of one of the greats, hallelujah. Let's see what happens. I did pick up some brushes. Revolution Essentials Eye Brush Set. By the way, I need more brushes like I need a hole in the head. And I also got Real Techniques by Sam and Nick. Synthetic brushes like this. This, if you're buying makeup for the first time, this is pretty comprehensive. Like, you don't really need more than this. I also picked up some shadows. I picked up, oh God. It doesn't even say the brand. Wait, NIP+FAB, is that a brand? I mean, I just thought this was a really good like range, but we'll see what the quality is. Really, who knows? I also got Revolution Pro. Drugstore makeup, they just don't want you to be in there, man. They don't want you to touch it, which I get. Because you know if you didn't seal it like this, people will be at the CVS like, Before I apply my eyeshadow, I like to make sure my foundation's still a little wet. I really like it almost tacky, especially when you're using cheap shadows. Having your foundation be a little tacky is gonna help it grab. But, I mean, let's just try it. Oh God. Because I hate doing these videos. I don't like not knowing if something's gonna work and then, you know, just hoping. Usually the problem with drugstore shadows too is their version of matte is not matte, it's like satin. You guys, I hate doing these videos. It's not gonna be good. Whose idea was this? Mine. It was mine. Ew, it's just like mud. I mean, it's just not good. You hear that bird?
No.
What are we gonna do about the bird?
It's fine.
Get out of here, bird. I love birds, but not right now. We're trying to do shitty makeup in here. This is my first NIP+FAB product. It's not really, not fab. You like NIP+FAB? Our shadows come from the chimney. I'm kind of re-wetting under the eye because I want the shadows to stick as good as they can. Next time you see somebody with rotted makeup on, tell yourself it's not their skill, it's the makeup. Be like, Mom, maybe they had to get ready at the drugstore today. You guys, you know when a shadow just isn't matte? Like this is satin, and so like when I move my head, I don't like seeing texture, you know? So that's sort of the gig I have going here. But let's dip into this Revolution palette. Revolution Pro, Cursed. It looks like there's a dark gray. Let's try it. It doesn't look that dark. Oh. And this foundation, you guys, I haven't been wearing it very long and I feel like I'm already seeing like texture. Oh God, that looks bad. I hate this. I'm so f***ing over it. This is like when I go to hell, like American Horror Story, when I go to hell, I'm gonna be crouched in a CVS putting on makeup from NIP+FAB. I'm gonna throw this at that bird. I don't like it when it doesn't look good. This product sucks. The nerve of these shadows. Cleopatra, In Vogue, Duchess, Doubt It. This shade is called Making Do With What You Have. Oh God. It's like transparent. If I was at the store and they were like, why are you returning this? I'd be like, cause it sucks through a tube, Marie. Nobody should use it. And in fact, I'm gonna buy everything you have in stock and go burn it. Like where the shadow touches the skin, it like is balling up. Ugh. Oh, God. Why would this turn out? Why would, I mean, what if this is good though? I mean, when it comes to like a cream stick foundation, it comes down to, is it opaque and does it have a good consistency? You know, it's like, can it be creamy but not shear down too much? That's pretty good. It's a little slick for me. It feels like the Mehron cream blend sticks, if you've ever used those, like really, do you see how like emollient based? There's a bird, there's a horn, and there's a table full of makeup that sucks. I'm just gonna take this is that Pore Blurring Full Coverage Foundation. I just think if I do this first, I won't have to use as much of these oily sticks. So I'm gonna take F1 in this stick and oh God, let's see what happens. Oh, it's so wet. I find if something's too oily, using a sponge sometimes at least will absorb some of the moisture and leave the pigment. That's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. I feel bad because if you're from the UK, so far some of these have not been my favorite. And it could be me. It could be just the way I do makeup, you know? We all learn to do makeup based on certain types of products. So like for me using Kryolan TB paint stick so often, using something more slick is definitely a little shocking. At least we're getting good pigmentation, but you guys, if you can see what I see, that is a lot of, like I can hear this makeup slipping off my face right now. Honestly, this is what your makeup looks like when you're at Atlanta Pride and you've been on the float for 3 hours. You guys. Oh God, you guys. I'm not saying I'm a good makeup artist, but if I'm having trouble with this with drag makeup, I don't think these would be the easiest for anybody else. I'm taking this deep foundation stick and I'm just gonna try to etch around my nose, but again, I'm scared of using something so slippery on my nose. We're gonna have to powder this like from hell. So I mean, that's the face. So, I picked up a setting powder. It's technically called baking powder. I Heart Revolution Peach Baking Powder. I think it smells like peaches. Very cute packaging. This foundation is so wet that I'm really having to like be really liberal with this powder, because when the foundation's this wet, if you don't have enough powder on your puff and you go to powder it, you can actually lift the foundation off the face. It'll stick to the sponge. There's a lot of theater and drama here today. Like, as far as like dramatic movies go, it's like Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, Titanic, this moment. Well, now that I've powdered, let's just hope some of it comes off. That powder is stuck to my head now. Oh. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Texture, happening. Forehead, oatmeal. Well, let's get into this talc life. Please, God, let this help. Hey, Jess. I just feel gooped, gagged, exposed, bald, and had by the quality of these cosmetics. Like, oh God, you guys. I mean, yeah, oh, God. I did buy another Revolution product. This is a contouring palette. Iconic Lights and Contour Pro 8 Blush Palette. I've never seen you guys watching so intently, and I know it's because it's not looking good. It's like a car crash. I mean, I've never seen a foundation ball up like this. Like, it's actually falling off my face. Y'all, let's just keep going, because maybe the finished product is fine. I really doubt it though. I'm gonna redo my brows. You know, normally after I powder, I have to like kind of shape my brows again. That's normal, so. You know what, I'm actually glad we're wearing bangs. That's how I feel right now. You shouldn't be doing your makeup and being happy you're wearing bangs that day. This makeup has changed the texture of my skin for the worse so dramatically that I think I could rob a bank right now. I look like an old, dead. Like, is that Charlize Theron in Monster? Yes, it is. I'm gonna try to put a little more face powder on. And I think that, well, I think that might have, it didn't help. It sure didn't help. I'm gonna take some of my NIP+FAB palette, and you guys know I like kind of a deeper pocket here. I'm gonna take some of these darker shadows, and I'm gonna go deeper here, because I think that will help sell it. You guys, this foundation is just bad, and so everything that's sitting on it is sitting bad. Let's put some blush on, because I'm ready to die. Revolution Pro 4K Blush Palette. I think that looks great. I think that looks great. So I'm just trying to marry this really difficult contouring with this difficult highlighting by using a difficult to work with blush. Oh, I look awful. I am so unhappy with this. Nice pigment. This is a nicely pigmented blush. Let's just say that.
You should call Wet n Wild and apologize after this.
Really, like Wet n Wild, I'm sorry I came for you a rig, but like you are not the worst. So I couldn't find a white gel eyeliner, and I really depend on that to do makeup. So I went and grabbed my NYX white eyeliner. I'm sure you can actually get this in the UK anyway. It's not like it's a special thing here. And that's helping a little. You know, when you're working with reshaping your eye, adding the highest white somewhere is always gonna help it all look better. I'm gonna go into this contour palette that is from Hell, and I'm gonna take this highlight color, this kind of extremely sheer highlight. It's like a death march right now. Like, I know it's not gonna be a good look at the end, so now I'm attempting to use this F1 foundation again, because I mean, it is nice and light. It doesn't wear well, but the pigmentation's good. Let's make this a little fancy. You know what, I'm gonna take let's try this. Fearless, this little pink color. And I wanna just warm up this crease a little bit in the middle. Like, sometimes warming it will help make it look a little better. I don't have a white shadow either. Well, oh yes I do. Okay. This is called Saint. Let's do it. Let's get into it, sis. I bet you, like, if you were somebody who was just getting into makeup, you would go to the store and be like, I want that. That's like, you have it all. You don't have it all, you got nothing. I'm gonna set the white under my eyes with the white shadow. That always kind of like helps it look whiter and clearer and brighter. I gotta kind of clean up under my eye here, so I'm gonna go back into that color Cursed. And I need it wet, so let's just do this. Let's see if it will paint black. Well, guess what, Mimi? It doesn't. So I did pick up a new black eyeliner. Lasting Color Eyeliner Collection. Brush included. Oh, sh**. Great. Let me just...
Like a Barbie paintbrush.
I know, this is stupid. This is why Harry Potter is so popular in the UK. Like, what if magic was real? We could have full-size brushes. I mean, it's a serviceable eyeliner. It has something that a lot of cheap liners have, which is it looks black and as it dries, it's gray. And I'm afraid to set it with black eyeshadow because that black eyeshadow is so bad. I am gonna go under the eye and, you know, I hate to say it, as usual, I think this is gonna turn out. And then, you know, it's not good, but it's gonna be fine. This stupid brush. I mean, if I was a little stoned, I'd be like, am I growing? I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna puke. Okay. Mascara. That's gotta be hard to mess up. This is from Barry M. I just really like their packaging. I think they have some really cool products. And I had to get this mascara because it's called That's How I Roll. It has little roller skates on it. Let's see what's up. Okay. Guys, this mascara it doesn't feel like it did anything, like at all. Also kind of hurts. I don't know. It kind of pulls my lashes. Ooh. What is that? How do you fix makeup that like when you touch it, it comes off? Maybe a setting spray. Okay. Barry M All Night Long setting spray. I think the setting spray did help. I'm gonna highlight my nose, go back in this little highlighter from this palette that I'm not crazy about. Not light enough. We're gonna have to go back into this hateful powder that doesn't work. I mean, it's whatever. Let's put lashes on. There's one thing I can count on. Trixie lashes. I just pulled these from my normal lashes, so I know that these will be okay. I'm gonna use Duo. Let's just do it. I've never hated makeup more than this moment. Now that I have the top lashes on, I think it needs more shadow on top. Let's just grab like this pink one. Let's just like hope for the best. I mean, we can't mess up this makeup, right? Give it a little zhuzh up there. This color's called Underdog. This is the palette that keeps you an underdog because your eye makeup looks crazy. I mean, the pink is kind of fun though. Added something. I really wanted to try these Eyelure Most Wanted, these like chunkier ones. So let's try those. So I'm just gonna go in and place these. I'm not saying I have a case of the f***its, but like this already is crazy. So like what else could happen? See, people are literally speeding away from my house. They're like, F that guy. And I cut them in half and I basically have double stacked them under the eye. I'm just dipping in this glue and just placing. I mean, still no, but now that the glue's drying, I'm gonna go back in with this incredible brush. And these bottom lashes aren't great, so I'm sort of going in with the liner and I'm filling in what I think will kind of look bald. You guys, this is still turning out. And what? Barry M, you came hard. You had some really cool liners. I hope this is like what I want. Barry M lip liner in Nyx. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, this is pretty good. It's a little deep, a little deeper than I wanted. I want like a mauve. This is a little more eggplant. Like that is dark for me. That's like, right now I look like Gomez Adams. Like that looks like my mustache. You know, let's warm it up. This is Love Letter from Makeup Academy. I saw, Charlie Hides is from the UK and I saw her do something kind of interesting in a video. She removed her foundation where the lipstick was gonna go so that she didn't get balling up like I'm getting now. And I was like, that is really smart, but will I ever do that? No. This is another Makeup Academy. Ooh, I like this. Romance. This is a cool color. It's a waxier pencil, so it is sort of like kicking up a lot of foundation. All right, so Last time we did drugstore makeup, our main struggle was the liquid lips, but I think I'm onto something. I picked up Revolution in matte lip color in Cupcake. Oh, that's kind of nice, I guess, yeah. This one smells like watermelon. Y'all really like smells over there. Your eyeshadow doesn't smell like cookies, you're trash. Smell my face, it smells like a toasted marshmallow. You guys, today was a journey. It's a journey I don't ever want to go on again. This liner's a little dark for me, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in with one of my middle lip liners and try to lighten it. It's always like that fine line of like, you want shape, but you don't want to go so dark that you have like a black lip line. Okay, I mean, it's happening. We already did it. I think now we're just gonna put on a look and see what it looks like. So, final look. Okay, let's be honest, because I'm a drag queen, it is sort of like similar, but oh my God, the journey. So we got started with these Revolution Pro powder foundations. These are the worst powder foundations I've ever used. These are so bad. The amount of product kicked up in the air is like, you should not be able to do this with a pressed powder. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. The Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundations, ugh, literally smearing pudding on your face. I'll never use that again, ever in my life. Iconic Lights and Contour Palette. I just like didn't see it on my face. I mean, it's there, but it's not the worst. NIP+FAB Eyeshadow Palette. Next, I mean, the unsung, well, very sung superstar. This is lit. I have like 4 of these. I love this product. This was probably the saving grace. If I didn't have this, I don't know how I would have done any of this. This is really good. Oh yeah, and the fixing spray. This was a really good save because that powder was like not staying on my face. So being able to re-powder the parts that are falling off, and like for the first time in my life, I actually think a setting spray did something. Like I think it actually made the product stick to my head. So thanks, girl. Okay, so maybe I just picked the wrong products. I had a really not great experience. Oh, God. This doesn't look good. I don't like it when it doesn't look good. Ugh. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna puke. And you guys are more experienced than me. If you live in the UK, you were probably watching from like behind a tree like, no, my God, I would never use that. But I was just kind of like going off packaging, but ultimately we kind of pulled it together. I would still go on stage like this. But again, if I couldn't get this stuff to work, girl, I don't know. If you have a better experience with some of this stuff, please comment below or tweet me because some of this stuff is gonna haunt my dreams. And if you're in the UK or Europe and you wanna come see me live, I'm bringing my new show Grown Up all over Europe and the UK in May and June. Just come, just get blackout drunk and tell people you're supporting the arts. It's a blast. I'm gonna be everywhere. Blackpool, London, Paris, Oslo, I mean everywhere, all over Europe, so please come. Let me know some of my next products I should try from Superdrug or Boots. I would really love to know more about it. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in Europe. Normally what I might do, like this has a sifter in it. I can't get it. No, I got it. You guys. And you know what? Sometimes we just leave the sifter in and that's cool too.